Also, really quick, y'all, don't forget to check out InvictusGloves.com. They sent your boy, they collabed with your boy, and they gave your boy a link. Go and use code WILL10 to get 10% off any glove purchases. It can even be for golf. If y'all hit, Tiger Woods, you all go ahead and do that. But, I got the gloves. They sent me some gloves. They were pretty fire. And if y'all want to go ahead and cop those, go ahead and get save a little bit of money and go ahead and use code WILL10 for 10% off and let them know that your boy sent you. And then, yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate Invictus for giving me the opportunity, and I appreciate y'all. So I had to do something for y'all, give y'all a little savings. But back to the video. That John go hard. Go ahead and expand your musical library and what y'all listen to. But let's go ahead and get right into this performance test and review, and let's go ahead and get right into it. And to start things off again, to clear out all confusion. So as you guys know, Nike has the Vapor Jets. Recently they came out with the Jet part onto their Nike Vapors, so they kind of changed the name a little bit. Under Armour, on the other hand, has been going by F7s for a while now, and their cleats have been the same name, so it's a little confusing, but these are the annual releases of Under Armour, and these are going to be 2021's F7s. They do make upgrades. They're not the same releases. They do, they obviously change the way they look every time they do get released. Sometimes if they don't go too far from the norm of what they usually have, they will branch out and do kind of what I have. You have the stars and stripes, you have the red, white, and blue. They come out with different color schemes, and on top of that, they also have what is called turf gear. And turf gear, it adds more durability along with elasticity. That kind of creates a more lighter feel and a more comfortable, snug feel. Also, before I get into the review, big shout outs to Eastbay for sending the package. That's why I have these gloves, so big shout outs to y'all. And let's get right into the pros and cons. I just had to make sure it's working. As I've said, this new turf gear technology, it is meant to increase comfortability and durability. But what I really like, and with the way they feel, it comes a little more snug, and you can, it's more flexible in your hands. And pause. It's a lot more comfortable. It's just, I don't know how else to explain it. Just to put it simply, these gloves were very comfortable. They're meant to fit a little bit more snug, so they're a little tighter, but they are super comfortable, man. Like, my hands inside were not sweating that much. The breathability and just the comfortability of these gloves are like top tier, low key, I'm not gonna lie. Adding to the turf gear, the durability of these gloves go up another notch because there's less stitching. It's more fabric intertwined throughout the glove. The whole back is made of the turf gear, so all this stuff you can, it's called turf gear because you could you can scratch these up. And if you guys, I don't know if I put this video on the channel, but I had a pair of older cutters from like a couple years ago, and those ones ripped because there's more stitching on those. But in these, because they're not like that, you wouldn't have those issues. No one would rip things off because it is all one fabric. Pretty much it eliminates the weak spots of where stitching is, and you can keep these gloves longer and they're more durable because they don't have these weak spots in the gloves to where people can rip, you know, because football is football. And also another pro is these gloves are a little cheaper than other gloves. I checked the retail price on these and they're going for $40. You can find last year's editions for $35. The usual price of gloves are like $45 and up. $45 is like the bare minimum for like the new Nikes and Adidas. So for a little bit cheaper, you can get brand new gloves, and for a little bit more cheaper, which is like $10 cheaper than other gloves, you can get last year's edition. This year's edition is a little better, but you know, it's only a $5 difference. You know, it's something that you have to point out because it is cheaper than its competition. Cons, the stick here is nothing crazy, I will be honest. It's subpar. It's not bad, it's not good, but it's just kind of middle of the road. The grip that I can kind of, I guess, compare it to is a little less than Adidas. Adidas does have a good stick, but the longevity of it, once you kind of get used to, once you get your Adizero gloves broken into, the stick wears down a little bit and it's kind of whatever. I didn't put this in the video, but I had to spit on my gloves the first time I wore them just because, you know, to get the extra stick. Yeah, you take that as what you want. It's not anything, again, you guys saw, you guys, hey, Dockery, bro, at Dockery right now, bro, the trick catch is coming in crazy. First of many, let's go. These gloves, yes, they do have stick. They're not, now by any means, I'm not trying to like, this is a con, but they're not bad stick. They're better than Cutter's stick for this year. Probably, they're like in between Adidas and Nikes this year. So it's not the worst, but it's not the best, but it is enough to hold you down. That being said, again, y'all saw the performance test. I try to put in all the cute catches. You take it as what you want. Another minor con, this con is pretty small, but as I said, the turf gear is meant to be more snug on your hands. So yes, the breathability and comfortability is there, but you notice that the gloves are a little smaller when you put them on. So like for me, I'm an extra large. When I put them on, they feel fine, but putting them on, like literally putting them over my hand, I gotta like squeeze my hand in and then expand in there. It's a little tighter around the wrist because the gloves are a little more snug, but it's not it's a con nonetheless. But again, once you have the glove on the right size, get them true to size, the comfortability and the durability, the breathability, it's all there. But when you do put it on, you know, it's that first part you kind of, I'm gonna stop before I get demonetized. Again, the same analogy that I used last time with the cleats. Under Armour has been making improvements, and I'm here to acknowledge it. You know, now with a lot of, myself included, with like a lot of us, not a lot of people go out and buy Under Armour stuff, and people, you know, they have their preferred brand. Some people like Under Armour, some people don't. The home improvements are there, but when you don't live in that house, you don't notice. You know, if I didn't buy Under Armour before, why would I buy them now? But if you give them a chance with all the stuff that the home has built upon, Under Armour has made improvements where they need to be. They look, the biggest reason why people didn't buy Under Armour back in the day was because they didn't look cool. Now they're getting better with the way they look. They're increasing the style of it. They're making better improvements where certain things, where certain other brands don't have. And I'm just here to finish it off by saying Under Armour is building something that you have to respect nonetheless. You may or may not see these improvements because you might not just want to try them, which is understandable. But with their styles improving, with their quality going up, if it's something that you want to try, I advise you to try, and I don't think you would be disappointed. And again, don't forget to like, sub and subscribe. What? The camera's going out, so I'm kind of freaking out, but we gonna finish. Don't forget to like, share with a friend, share with a teammate. At Dockery, bro, hey dog, the catches are coming, bro. Don't worry. You know, I play DB. You know, I might have to put the on Dockery, but we're not gonna talk about that. But go ahead and sub. If y'all got any questions, go ahead DM me on IG, on Twitter. I respond most on the DMs because I turned off my YouTube notification for comments because I get a bunch of them. So yeah, go ahead and hit your boy up. And if nobody's noticed, I noticed your grind. Keep it up. And that's all we can do, baby. But until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace and love. I appreciate every single one of you. Peace.